Ravens fan, are you ready for the best news the team could possibly receive? After a long and tough recovery, Keaton Mitchell is back on the field. And we're not talking about just any comeback. The running back who suffered a serious injury last year is now faster than ever, ready to contribute to the offense and strengthen the team. That's right, Mitchell not only regained his speed, but is actually surpassing his previous form. Stick around until the end to understand how this return could be a game-changer for the Baltimore Ravens this season. Go Ravens! Imagine the excitement of seeing Keaton Mitchell back on the field after being away for so long. At the end of last year, he suffered a severe injury that took him out of the game and forced him through a tough recovery process. He had to relearn to walk, regain strength and mobility in his knee, a journey he described as long and challenging. Even so, he never gave up, facing each day as a battle to return to play. Mitchell's determination to not let the injury define his future has already inspired the entire team. To face this recovery, Mitchell had to sacrifice a lot. He spent almost a year solely focused on his return, staying away from home, family, and moments of rest to dedicate every second to his treatment. He was practically living at the Ravens training facility without breaks, with only one goal in mind: to come back even better than he was before. This focus and effort show just how committed he is to giving his all for the team and making an impact now that he's back. After all that, seeing Mitchell in uniform again is special for everyone who supports the Ravens. Even though he's still finding his rhythm, he's already shown in a few plays that he's ready to restart. Mitchell knows he still has a lot of work ahead, but every game now represents a personal victory for him and another step to prove his worth. With all this, what does he have to say about his speed now? Keaton Mitchell didn't just return to the field. He's now faster than he was before the injury. It may sound unbelievable, but all the effort and dedication during his recovery ended up helping Mitchell improve his speed even more. After such a serious injury, he worked tirelessly, focusing not only on returning to play, but on exceeding the limits he already had. This burst of speed is now one of his biggest assets, and it will definitely be a special weapon for our offense. When he played his first game after returning, it was already clear that Mitchell was different. He reached speeds that even he didn't think were possible at the beginning of his recovery. Every sprint on the field showed a player who was more agile and determined, ready to take on any defense. With this new burst, he's excited to contribute explosive plays and help the Ravens' offense grow even more. Now, just imagine the impact of this speed in an action-packed game. Mitchell has already shown he has the power and endurance to make crucial runs, and his new agility could unbalance the opposing defense at critical moments. With this, he becomes a player who can completely change the game dynamics, bringing that element of surprise that gets any fan excited. And you, fan, do you think Mitchell's new speed can make a difference for the Ravens this season? Drop a comment if you think he can become a key piece of the offense. Let's talk about it in the comments. And if he's excited about his speed, just wait until you see what he thinks about sharing the backfield with Derrick Henry and Justice Hill. Keaton Mitchell's recovery isn't just a personal victory for him. It's also huge news for the team. Now that he's back, the Ravens' offense gets a new dimension. Mitchell has already shown that in addition to being faster, he can be a key piece for the running game, bringing a new level of explosiveness and agility. This means that, with him on the field, opposing defenses will have a lot more to worry about, as he can make unexpected plays at any moment. With Mitchell on the team, the Ravens now have a trio of running backs that deserves respect. Alongside Derrick Henry and Justice Hill, he forms a powerful combination that can wreak havoc on defenses. Although Mitchell is still adjusting, he already has the confidence needed to integrate into the team and contribute whenever necessary. What's even more impressive is his humble, focused attitude, knowing there's still a lot to be done, but with the confidence that soon enough, this trio will be nearly unstoppable. The most exciting part is that this trio promises to be a true nightmare for any defense, as each player brings their own unique qualities. Mitchell could be the surprise factor with his impressive speed, while Hill and Henry provide the power and consistency the team needs to dominate the game. With this strength in the backfield, what will opponents do to stop the Ravens? Well, we're past the halfway point of the video, but I noticed you haven't hit the like button yet. It's really important so that YouTube continues to recommend my videos to you, and I'll keep bringing you the latest updates. So go ahead and hit that like button. It's free. Thanks. Now let's continue. Keaton Mitchell's road to recovery wasn't easy. After suffering such a severe injury as an ACL tear, he had to learn to walk all over again. It wasn't just a physical process, but a mental one as well, requiring a lot of patience and perseverance. Mitchell didn't let the difficulty stop him, and it was his determination that made this recovery a real personal achievement. He knew the focus had to be on full recovery, and that meant hard work with no rest day in and day out. Although everyone around him said time passed quick, for Mitchell, every day felt like an eternity. Each movement, each small step forward, required a lot of energy and patience. He had to relearn even the simplest things like walking again and regaining flexibility. But with each passing day, Mitchell became stronger, more motivated to return to his best level, showing impressive resilience. He knew that only this way would he be ready to get back to the game with the same impact he had at the start of last season. And now that he's back, it's impossible not to notice how much he values the moment. The effort Mitchell put into his recovery is directly reflected in his performance on the field. He's ready to make the most of every second he has. And more than ever, he feels blessed to be back in the game. With all this struggle to come back, will Mitchell be able to regain his previous form and even surpass it? Now that Keaton Mitchell is back, his role in the Ravens offense goes beyond just adding another running back. He could be the missing piece to give the team an even more unpredictable dynamic. While Derrick Henry and Justice Hill already form a strong physical duo in the backfield, Mitchell brings explosive speed that could completely change the course of a game. His presence on the field gives the offensive coordinator many play options, creating new opportunities for fast, unpredictable attacks. What's interesting is that Mitchell doesn't need to be the star every time. With Henry and Hill handling the heavier, physical plays, Mitchell can be used strategically, coming in to make quick plays, or even surprising with kickoff returns. He knows there's a lot to learn from these two, but the excitement of being part of such a talented group only motivates him. The combination of the three on the field could give any defense a real headache. The future looks bright for the Ravens, with Mitchell quickly adjusting to the game's pace and gaining confidence with every play. Once he fits in perfectly with Hill and Henry, the team will have one of the most formidable backfields in the league, and defenses won't be able to stop this explosive trio. Now, it's just a matter of waiting to see how far these three can take the team this season. So, Ravens fan, what do you think of this big news? Keaton Mitchell's return is definitely going to give a whole new look to the team's offense, right? The speed and energy he brings back could be a game changer in critical moments this season. Now, we just have to wait and see how he'll fit perfectly into this powerful trio with Derrick Henry and Justice Hill. But I want to know your thoughts. How do you think Mitchell will impact the team moving forward? Drop a comment with your opinion. Let's discuss it. See you in the next video. And here's to another great season for the Ravens.